Good morning. This is New Beauty with new rules because we don't have to spend a lot to look good. I'm going to prove that. Today's palette is Avon's Starry Night, and I'm going to be putting it on this eye and recreating it with Dollar Tree on this eye. Here is Avon Starry Night. These are the colors that were randomly picked. Well, actually, 3 were randomly picked, and I had to add more. And this is Dollar Tree. I also picked up some repurchases from Walmart. Let me show you what they were. The Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash. This is about my 4th bottle of this. I love it. I wash my face with it in the morning. I don't have acne, but I love the salicylic acid. And I picked up another Pond's Cold Cream. I love this stuff. This is my 3rd. I'm going to be putting the number on there and see how many I use up. I also picked up from Dollarama 2 Viva lipsticks, Viva Color lipsticks, the viral brand going around right now. This one is in Soft Sand. I think it may be a dupe for my Too Faced Butterfly shade. Oh, look at this. I will do swatches later, but if it is a dupe for this, I'm going to die. I've had this in my purse for 5 or 6 years, waiting for a dupe. And then this is in Tender Touch. It is a matte liquid lipstick, and it is purple, of course. It is shade number 3. This is shade number 12, and this is just a nude lipstick. I don't think that's nude, but okay, we'll swatch it later. I also picked up this contour shade. There's the shade. It is totally gray. This will be fun. This is the light contour from Estate. It's, I guess, Estate. I've never heard of that brand, but here we are. Also, from Dollar Tree, a Le Mercier full coverage concealer, and this is light and creamy, and there's no shade name. It's just the lightest shade. I'm going to try this as an eye primer. So let's try that right now. I'm curious because this is just about empty. I don't feel like playing with it. So let's have a look at Le Mercier's Light and Creamy Concealer. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, is she a bit dark? Oh boy. Oh well, we'll try it as eye primer, I said. Oh, okay. It's not too bad. Feels good. Let's just put it on like a concealer right now. I do concealer first anyways, so let's just try this. Hope that intro wasn't too long for you guys. Okay. All right, it's not a bad color. It's more of a foundation shade. But I don't hate it. Feels good. Let's see what she does. I like that. That looks really pretty. Okay. Are these new? I've never seen a concealer from Le Mercier. Never. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, we got to try this. The mascara that I'm going to be using today is the Juniper Black mascara that came out with the Cowboy collection earlier in the year, although we just got it. I like this. I went to Dollar Tree on Sunday, that just passed, and picked up another one of these. And I grabbed another 2 of the eyeliners, the Magic Ink eyeliners, because they had 2 displays full, like completely full. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to grab them while they're here because I'm always on the hunt for eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. Oh, and this is a get ready with me, if I didn't say that. This is e.l.f.'s Soap Brow, and I put it in before anything so that it sets before I put in the color product. Because there's nothing worse than putting color product in a wet brow. Who's all experienced that one? So I just do this before. I'm taking LA Colors Matte Liquid Liner, and I'm placing it right here to create a line. So I use that line like you would for tape. And I line my eyes after every eye look anyways, so this doesn't matter for me, but if it does for you, just do whatever you do. This is not, obviously, it's not mandatory. But it does make putting eyeshadow on so much easier when you have the guide. So the first shade I'm going in with from Avon is shade 6, and it looks like that. That is shade 1. There's 4, 5, and 6. There it is right there. There is Dollar Tree's LA Colors Urban in shade 8. It's been a while since I've done one eye and one eye. One eye Avon and one eye Dollar Tree. So I'll just do the Avon one and I'll come back and I will show you the Dollar Tree one. So there it is. And this is a winter eye look as well, guys. This is for winter undertones, but anyone can wear it as long as you anchor it with a warm tone up here if you are a spring or a fall. I'm placing this shade into the transition. And it is shade 8 from Urban. So they should look like that. The next shade is shade 2 from the Avon Starry Night palette. And the equivalent shade for that is from LA Colors Supernatural, and it is shade 10 to 10. And it looks like that from the Avon, and that is Supernatural number 10 from LA Colors. So I'm placing this shade along the lash line into the crease. Now, I randomly chose 3 shades from this palette. And those 3 shades were shade 1, 2, and 5. So I had to bring in shade 6 and shade 4. That's why there's 5 shades there, because those 3 initial colors did not work. So this was one of the colors that I randomly picked. So it has to go on the eye. It's a rule that I have. If you've watched my videos, you know. So again, I was just placing it along the lash line because there's nowhere else to really put it. I just went into the Avon. The next shade is shade 4 from the Avon Starry Night palette. It looks like this. This is shade 11 from LA Colors Supernatural. And she's right here. That's shade 1. So it's row 3, shade 3. And I'm placing this just on the outer corner of the eye. I'm not going along the lash line. I'm just going in the outer corner. They call it the V, the outer V. This was a shade that I had to bring in. They're looking identical. Not that that matters. I'm over it. The next shade is shade 5 from Avon Starry Night's palette. It looks like that. And this is from LA Colors Always Down palette. This was a limited edition from the Just Vibing collection. And it is shade 3, row 1, shade 2. And I'm placing this shade on the lid, the movable lid, and only on the lid. Just right in here. This was one of the random shades that I picked, so I had to wear it. So it's just going there. No rhyme, no reason to that. Just needed a place to put it. And we hope it works out. And so I think what I want to put on the bottom of the eye is shade 4. I want it to be this one. This is from Starry Nights, and that is in LA Colors Supernatural palette, shade 11. So it's just going under the eye. I'll show both. It's okay. I'm bringing it right in to the tear duct, right along the line or the eye, and I'm keeping this line as thin as I possibly can, and then bringing it thicker out here. And this is the LA Colors. Again, thinner in here. Next from Avon is shade 1. It looks like that. And this is shade 1 from Cruise Control. This was from another limited edition LA Colors collection. But it's just a shimmery white, bit creamy color. And I'm placing this shade in the inner corner, right here. This is basically an all matte eye look. So I don't know what I want to do. If I want to zhuzh it up a bit, I don't know. I kind of like it, kind of don't. What are we doing? This is the Avon. The Avon is definitely more matte than this shade. I think what I'm going to do, I know I could ruin it, is I want to bring in Daisy Dukes from the Best collection from LA Colors. It is a shimmering purple shade. Looks like that. Well, you'll see it on the eye a lot better. I think it needs some life. I don't know where to put it, but I'm putting it on with Rimmel's brush that comes in their 12-pound pellets, And I think I'm just going to put it right here, right over top of that gray color that had to be on there because that was what I picked. Oh yeah, okay, that is perfect. That just takes this to a whole new level. Like I said, these were just such an amazing find this year. They just zhuzh everything up and turn it from great to spectacular. Okay, yes. Perfect. If you don't have this, you might have this. This was the LA Colors eye topper in Showstopper. So if you have this, then you have that, the Daisy Dukes. If not, well, just put a white shimmer shade on here, or a shimmery pink or a shimmery violet, and it will be the same kind of look. And honestly, guys, if you only have Urban and Supernatural, you can recreate this eye. For Always Down, that shade right there, just use one of these two. And for the white shade right here, well, you could use one of the white shades from Urban, like that one there, or you can use that one right there. And the look will be the same. I don't want to leave you in a lurch with these two limited edition palettes. So I'm going to put on the Ioni eyeliner. In case you haven't seen it, I'm just starting at the pupil and drawing the line, and then meeting it with that line and bringing it in. This pencil or this felt tip liner was outstanding. This is where I add water lines, and I'm using Maybelline's Gel Pot eyeliner for that with LA Colors something green. And I just put it on to the pencil from LA Colors, and then I just put it on to the water lines. Next is more mascara, because we want these lashes to pop. I don't want them just sitting there doing nothing. See, I have a little bit of issue with this mascara. It doesn't give the length that I want. It's not bad, but it's not as good as Lancome or even Lift and Lock from LA Colors. This is also a tubing mascara, and it really stinks. That's okay, because it doesn't have anything in it to cover it up. Like, I would rather smell the natural smell of my mascara than a floral scent any day. L'Oreal. That concealer is doing really nice. Do you remember that? There's no creases or anything like that on my face. So I'm putting on Revlon's Color Stay in 150 Buff. And I will be back. Okay, let's try this Estate contour stick. Creamy texture, buildable formula, and natural definition. Let's see this puppy. Okay, get out of there. It looks like this. Ooh. Guys, this is a true contour. Look at that. I'm going to place it beside Fenty's Amber. And you can really see even Fenty's Amber is warmer than this contour stick. That is a true contour color right there. I'm impressed. I'm going to use my finger, and I'm just going to place it right in here. You don't get very much. That's it. That's okay. If you're using your finger, this is going to take you 100 years. There was a medium shade and a dark shade. And I think there's even a deep shade of this. Look at that. Oh, why am I whispering? Because that's outstanding. I am shook. Oh no, this is not something I'm going to want to put down. Oh my gosh, guys. They nailed this on the head, this shade. LA Colors, La Mercerie, Be Pure, are you listening? This is your shade right here. Or your shade guide. Unbelievable. Do you see how perfect that is, guys? Do you see that? Like, oh, I'm shook. Dollarama. I'm going to have to check out more of their stuff. I'm going to use the new Be Pure Multi-Stick in Berry. I like this, and I like the click. I do. This is such a beautiful shade. I'm not putting this on my lips because I'm putting the lipstick on. Something sand. Makes no sense. It's not a sand color. Blending this in with my e.l.f. stipple brush, and I am putting it on my nose as well, the bridge. Oh, this is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Now, Be Pure did these right. They really did. I have no complaint with these multi-sticks. And they build up as well. And this shade is my exact blush shade. The one I blush naturally. I'm going to put on LA Colors Blush Lighter over top. This is in Charming. So I'm going to put this on the apple as well. It's a little weird as a highlighter, so I'm going to do it as a blush topper. That is so, so pretty. I'm not going crazy with it today. I'm panning Becca's Rose Quartz, so I'm putting that down the nose and just a little bit more because I'm panning it. I need it gone on top of Charming. Just really makes her pop. Not that she wasn't. For my brows, I'm going to use LA Colors Skinny Brows. This is in dark brown. I haven't seen this in a little bit, guys. I'm a little concerned. But then again, they haven't really had anything at the tree lately, have they? Like, not even for you guys, which you usually get so much more than Canada. So I'm placing it from the beginning of my brow, right here, right there's it. You put it against your nose, and that's where you start. And I am just outlining underneath the brow and bringing it to the end of my eye. Then I'm taking it from that line and flicking it up. I'm impressed with this pencil. I really am. It is so thin and it has not broken. This is for your natural brow days. Again, I'm just taking it there and running it right under the brow to the end of the eye and then flicking it up. That creates hair-like strokes. And because I have the soap brow on there from e.l.f., it makes the texture a little bit harder, which really helps. Because if your brows are soft, the pigment of the pencil is not going to grab anything. And it's definitely not going to look like hair. It's going to look like a smudge. That is why I highly recommend putting your soap brow or your brow wax or whatever it is on first so that it dries to give it texture. Now, as usual, this is a little too natural for me, so I'm going in with LA Colors Dark Brown Eyebrow Pencil. And I'm just adding a little bit more depth, a little more color. It's like the skinny brow was the underpainting, and this is the top of it. Really define that line too. Okay, good enough. My goodness. Ooh, now lips from Viva Color. This is the lipstick. This is what was soft tan. I'm sorry, that is not what. Hold on. Soft sand, even. This is soft sand. Does that look like soft sand to you? That's okay. We're going to swatch it. Oh, guys. Is it a dupe for Butterfly from Too Faced? Let's have a look. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's not. It's a little more pink. See? This is like... I don't even know. It is so hard to find this shade. And I have a little bit left, but I'm saving it so that I can do swatches like this. Great. That's okay. This color is still beautiful. And here is the matte lipstick in Tender Touch, or shade 3. And she looks like this. Oh, beautiful. I'm not going to put it on my lips today, guys, because I got to get to work. And I don't want it to stain before putting the other color on. But I'm wearing this one today, the Soft Sand, or shade 12. And it is a, doesn't say what kind of formula. It's with shea butter. It was $2. Same price pretty much as Dollar Tree, so I didn't feel bad picking it up. I'm using Grape Expectations today from MAC as my lip liner. And I want to add a little bit of foundation around the lip. I'm excited to try this color. I am. Like, I have been waiting for a color like this forever. If I had known that Too Faced was going to stop making these peach lipsticks right here, I would have grabbed a few of them, but I didn't know. Should I put Too Faced on one side? Let's try it. I want to show it to you. Okay, let's do this. Look at this color. I know some of you are like, no, thank you. And I'm like, yes, please. Okay, here we go with a soft sand. Nude sand? Something sand? It's not that bad. It's pretty close. This one's just a bit lighter. I wonder if I could add... I could add some concealer. Should we try that? Let's try it. No, let's not. Let's just put this right over top of the Too Faced and have matching lips. I love this. I do. And it goes perfectly with this eye look. While I'm waiting for my eyelash curler to heat up, I am going to put on some bronzer. It's summer. I want to be a bit bronzed. And I'm going to put it in the contour a bit and over top of the blush just to give me a little bit more color. Goodness. Not too much. I don't want to look, I don't know, too dark. Highly recommend this. This is in Sun Goddess from LA Colors. Guys, you know, I think I like this shade more than the more than the Too Faced. I really do. I think it's just that tad darker that just makes it a little more wearable. I will link the eyelash curler in the description box below for you if you're interested, for Canada and the United States. It's very inexpensive. It is a rechargeable heated eyelash curler. Yes. Oh my goodness. I don't wear false lashes. I just can't. I do not get along with them. But there it is, guys. This is the finished look. I am so happy with this contour shade from Estate. They nailed it. This lipstick, fantastic. And the formula, which I didn't even mention, is wonderful. It's creamy. It feels like the Too Faced. The eye look, well, can you even tell the difference? You cannot. New beauty, new rules, right? Okay, if you got this far, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, maybe give me a hype, and I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.